That's not yours. That's not yours. Ah, you covered it in drool.
The reason why Ruben,
Drool. Jackie's watching other people. Alright, hold on, I'm gonna turn this down. So yeah, it's like, what time is it? It's 4:04. It's later in the day. It's been super windy. We really didn't do anything. He is being a baby. Bye. Close. Yeah. Yeah. Some exciting news. I'm sorry if there's like a glare, but I'm gonna go have mom announce this because she's super excited about it. Look at all this crumb.
Crowded.
Look at all this crumb.
Well, cereal and graham
baby.
crackers.
Yeah.
We need a different blanket for over here. This blanket is like gets hair all over it when we get food.
Yeah.
I was looking at couch covers.
Yeah. Oh. Anyway, yeah, we really didn't do anything today besides hang out because it's cold and it snowed this morning.
Cameron got Oreo all over his face.
Yeah. It snowed this morning.
But it's all gone now.
Yeah. It's fine now.
All pretty outside now. Right, baby?
But we're just watching TV and hanging out, and mom's right there. And tomorrow's Mother's Day, which is nice, but we can't do anything. We can't really do anything because quarantine, and we can't really go anywhere because of quarantine. And yeah, and I don't know what he's doing. Right. But so he took a nap this morning. He woke up early, was mad, hung out for a while. We were trying to put him back to sleep, and then he woke up again, and so now he's hanging out, so he's probably not gonna go back to sleep till like tonight, which, whatever. And then, so exciting news.
Cameron's really excited. He doesn't know.
Right, so oh, nope, those are my glasses. So we don't have it yet, but we bought a dog. Right, we bought a dog.
I'm just gonna take that as my Mother's Day gift.
But we bought a dog, and
Good job.
something like that. Drool. You say dog? Dog? Anyway.
Good job.
So yeah, so we bought a dog. Obviously, we're not gonna show you the dog until we actually have the dog. But we bought a dog, and the process was like super quick, super awesome. We originally wanted a different dog because we saw her, she was super nice, but she ended up having an application on her, and given like I was talking to the shelter, I believe the assistant, from what I remember. I was talking to her, and she was like, yeah, like because of quarantine, people are home, and you know, it's summertime, people always want to adopt dogs. Our dog's actually in Texas right now, and she's getting transported up to us. And she's getting transported to us next week. And we were confirming all that stuff. I was hoping that we would get her next week, so I'm probably going to have to ask my parents to borrow their car because my car is smaller, and it's like, we're picking up the dog in Connecticut. And Connecticut is about an hour-and-a-half drive from where we are. And the dog's not small. Dog's like 45 pounds.
Not like big.
No, she's not huge, but she's not small. And so having all three of us plus the dog in the back would just be like too much. And we also
don't want her on top of Cameron.
Yeah, and so we're gonna do that.
Because Cameron's gonna need time for.
Yeah, so we're gonna put her in the back and hang out. I talked to the foster lady who's had her for a couple months. She said I think 5 or 6 months she's had her, and
yeah,
she's super quiet. She's only barked like twice from what she remembers, but she's super quiet, super reserved. Yeah, but we'd been wanting a dog. We were just like waiting until this guy was a little bit older to get one so he can actually interact with the dog. And
Well, we were worried at first because he didn't like dogs in his face, but then this week,
yeah.
a Great Dane ran up on us and he was perfectly fine with it. So.
Yeah, and I've always wanted a dog. I just was trying to figure out like the right time. And I like pit bulls. Pit bulls are nice dogs, even though people hate them for thinking that they're not good dogs. And realistically, any dog can be mean. It just depends on how you train it. I mean, if you leave your dog outside all day and it's just chained up and like messed up and you don't interact with it, obviously it's gonna be upset, and every time it gets around anybody it's just gonna bark and whatever. But if you are around a dog constantly, you train it and you make sure the dog's nice, I mean, it's going to be a nice dog. So anyway,
easy way of saying, just the way you treat the dog.
Yeah, so we bought a dog. The adoption it would be $250 if we were in Texas, but since the dog's being transported up here, it's $450 with the transportation. The transportation would take like a day or two. Dog's supposed to be here on the 14th, or the dog's getting picked up on the 14th, transported here. Might be here like she'll be here between the 15th and the 17th, and they'll let me know like when specifically. So we're gonna go online probably tonight. We have to order a crate because she's crate trained, and we're gonna implement that while she gets adjusted. But crate, doggy bowls, food, treats, toys, pooper scoopers. That's the only thing that I don't like about dogs is poop. Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, so that's really like the most exciting news we've had all day. We had to answer a bunch of questions. They ran my references, verified like I had a job. They made sure that we had a vet lined up. Everything. They verified my home. I mean, the good thing is like to verify my home, instead of like having to scan a bunch of paperwork and stuff like that. I told them like my address, and they basically like looked up my house and looked up.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
What?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because like you have to, when you adopt an animal, you have to prove like where you live and everything. And like if you live in a apartment, you have to prove like your landlord's fine with you having an animal.
Yeah, which is smart. Come here.
But they're able, you can pull like records of like home purchases and stuff. And so they basically, like, I told them my address, and then they looked it up and they saw like I purchased this house. And yeah, so I was like, yeah, I purchased it in like late September. And yeah, and so they looked that up, saw that I own the house. They asked if we had a fenced in yard. We have like a fenced in-ish yard.
It's only
it's fenced. Yeah, it's fenced in, but yeah. Cameron's pretending he has a. Yeah, he's talking on the phone right now.
Supposedly.
Yeah. So, dog will be here next weekend, which is nice. But I'm gonna have to go ask my parents to borrow their car, so we actually have space in the car for the animal. And so that's gonna be a long day. But the good thing is we'll have a dog, and my parents have always bought puppies, and I feel like shelter animals, because of their situations, I feel like it's better to do that, as long as you find the right shelter animal.
We're just not ready to train a dog.
No. House training would be a pain right
Especially
now.
just moved into a new house. Well,
Right.
you're not renovated, and we have carpet upstairs.
Yeah, and I mean, if she's super good after the first couple of nights, I mean, she can sleep with us. I don't care.
Yeah, I think she should sleep with Cameron.
Well, I mean, his door is shut, and if she needs to go to the bathroom or something, I don't know. I mean, if she sleeps in her crate at night, whatever.
I'm saying, I feel like.
But Cameron should probably sleep by himself. He should get used to like not depending on other things to put him to be in the room. No, he should. Dog shouldn't sleep with Cameron. I mean, if they fall asleep together on like the couch or something, whatever. But like, he should be sleeping in his bed by himself.
Oh yeah, I didn't want him like in the just meant like in the room.
Nah. I mean, they can like, I don't know.
You were okay with it earlier. When
Well, it depends. Like, different conversation.
Yeah,
But yeah, so that's probably the most exciting news we've had all day. And we really haven't done that much, and that's why we're just sitting on the couch hanging out. But yeah,
So we didn't go shopping this week either.
No, didn't go shopping. I bought a bunch of food last week. And yeah, it's basically all we've done today. We're probably just gonna like eat dinner soonish. Yeah, probably eat dinner soonish and then hang out and go to bed. So I don't know, but yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to do. Next weekend will be fun because we're gonna have a dog, and that's gonna be interesting. But they also, I talked to the foster family, or the lady that's fostering the dog, about my background and stuff like that, and like how, like, what I would do in different scenarios with the dog. And like I've had dogs basically my whole life. My parents have, we've had 3 dogs total. They have one that's alive still. We've had cats. So yeah, my parents are super animal lovers, so we've always had animals, and like I know what to do in certain situations and stuff like that. Jesse, Andy, Lexi's still alive. We've had cats, Sundance, Damiana,
That's interesting.
Pumpkin Patch, and now Tibby. So yeah.
She used to be evil, and now she's okay.
Yeah, so it's been quite a process with animals, but I've never had like my own dog. So I am excited to have a dog and to like go outside, take walks, hang out outside with the dog. So yeah, and she's a girl, which is fun too. I'm not super particular on gender at all. They asked me if I wanted like boy or girl. I was like, I don't really care as long as the animal's healthy and it's the right fit. But yeah, so I'm gonna close out the vlog because we're really not gonna do anything else. Oh, also Spider-Man's dope. The video game. I know it came out like in 2018, but the game's dope. I've been playing that on my PS4. But yeah, so I'm gonna close out the vlog. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, push the bell button to get notified every single time we upload a new video. And with that being said,
We're getting a dog! Peace.